Hello and welcome to another amazing episode of an Inquisitive Crafter. This is episode 76. My name is Susie and I am celebrating Christmas in July or Summerween. It is 8:30 in the morning on Tuesday, July 21st. Happy birthday, Mom. Getting NPR news. I don't think I'm centered, am I? We'll see if that works. I have a ring light that I'm recording in front of, and I don't know what to do with it. Like, it's a very inexpensive ring light, and it doesn't, I don't know what an expensive ring light does either, so. But you just push like the on button, and then you push the white button or the color button, and you go through various colors of white and go, I wonder if that's gonna work. And because, a bunch of mourning doves on my feeder, because it's very bright here, the sun shining through the windows. I can't really, when I look at the playback, I can't see, like, is this really the best color? So that's why I've been getting some different color tones in my videos lately, but I'm sure you'll tell me if it's offensive. I don't know if I'll be able to fix it because I don't know what button I've pushed. I don't know, is this level 1, level 2? I don't know. I don't even know, like, when you cycle through, I don't know when it starts over. So I guess I shouldn't be showing my ineptitude in videoing. My father always says, don't tell people your mistakes, which is pretty good advice. Okay, I have finished objects. I have 3. Let me move some stuff. I try to be really organized, and then it's all, oh, that's a mistake. Sorry, I shouldn't tell you. Okay, my first finished object is, well, the ends are not woven in. So, ends aren't woven in. But it's my sting poncho. I had 4 skeins of whatever yarn I was using, and now I don't think I have any. Do I know what it is? Let me see. I thought I'd thrown this away. Oh, this is I love this yarn in Nova Scotian Sky. So I love this yarn. Here are the details. I got 4 skeins of it, and I used up all 4. Do I have any left? Oh, I have this much left. So I think that's pretty good. Okay, so I took an old Sting shirt that I had from 2000, a tour shirt, and he's my favorite musician, pop musician, I guess. And I followed a tutorial on Instagram or YouTube, and I didn't save it, and I don't know what it is. It makes me mad because I found it again recently, and I thought I bookmarked it, but I looked in my on my YouTube saved bookmark things, and I can't find it. And I looked in my Instagram ones. I have 2 Instagram accounts, one for me and one for an Inquisitive Crafter, and I used an Inquisitive Crafter one more. But since I started the other one first, I like to go back because some of my students are on that one. Anyway, I don't know what it is. So basically okay, let me see if I can pull back. Okay, well, this is showing you nothing. I'll try to put a better picture in. Like, you can see my blinds lighting up. Basically, you cut your shirt up the side seams, and you cut off the sleeves. So then it's just one piece of fabric with a hole for your head. And then you put your little, this is janky. This is awful. You just sew up. I didn't have anything really. I think I just folded it over. Yeah, I folded it over and then just sewed. Like this, these are 1-inch stitches, and then I put in a granny square or a granny row pattern. I don't know if I should have put in, like, okay, so there's my sleeve. So does it need another skein on each side to make it longer? Is this practical? Am I ever gonna wear it like this? The person I followed, this is what she did. She did 17 rows. So I just did 17 rows. Now she is probably a smaller person than I am. I'm 5'7", I'm a big girl. But I don't know. Oh, this lighting, you can see the bags under my eyes. Ooh, okay. I have luggage. But I'm so happy it's done. I started this, my notes are over here. I started this August 2025 and finished it July 12th, 2026. So I'm very happy that it's done. I can't wait till the weather is not in the hundreds. I'm in the Dallas area and it is hot. And it's too hot to be wearing this. Now I gotta weave in all the ends, but I was kind of just setting it aside and thinking about it. But actually, I'm going through that phase. You know the phase, ladies. And I don't want fabric on me. I get too hot. So maybe this will be perfect. I had envisioned going to football games, like high school football games, wearing this. And I do have a niece who is in band and color guard. Got yarn everywhere. Where's this one? So I could still go to her games, although I didn't make it to any games last year. But I need to make it to a game. So maybe it will happen where I wear this at a football game, which is why I started it. Although I was when did I retire? What's the year? This is 2026. I retired in 2025. So I don't know why. I don't know. My kids were already out of high school. Okay. And I'm keeping this still in one of my favorite bags. I'm doing the best I can with what I have at this moment, but I'm going to need more yarn. Love this. My husband got it for me. Okay. My second finished object is the classic ribbed hat by Purl Soho. I started this on May 29th and I finished it July 15th. I made this, it's just a basic ribbed hat. Sorry, the sun has moved, so now everything's striped. Let me pull back. I made this out of Euphoria Knits Frenzy DK in the Bioluminescence colorway, and I love this yarn. This yarn is amazing. This is will activate in black light, but it is, so I like that. I love the green in there, the green and the blues, and it is so squishy and nice. This is the second hat from this pattern that I have made. There are several mistakes in there. I totally did not like my crown. The light was perfect for a moment. Okay, the crown is not good. I don't know what happened, but it's the yarn's so busy, I don't think you really notice. I haven't blocked it. I made the adult small, and I wish I had done more yarn, because I wanted, this is for one of my brothers and he doesn't have any hair, and I wanted this fold over to be more ear sized for him, but he does have a smaller head than I do, and so possibly he'll be able to fold it up more. So I was making it originally either for myself or another brother. I have 3 brothers, and My other brother loves green, but it's too small and I don't think it'd fit him because he has my size head. So it's going to my other brother. And then I'm now making one for my other brother. Okay. So I have really gotten to like ribbing. I don't know that I love ribbing, but I can flow in ribbing. And I thought I hated ribbing. I don't like purling, so I didn't like it. It's just a basic 1x1 rib construction, but it's really good. And I'm hoping, I haven't looked at the DFW Fiber Fest, which is in a month, at their vendor list to see if Euphoria Knits is vending again. I'm assuming they are because they've vended the last 2 years, and I'm getting more yarn from them because I love them. If you're the first one at their booth, they give you, well, they did for me 2 years ago. They gave me a free mini, which I thought was cute. 2 years ago, they were really into the blacklight yarn, and so I picked up quite a few minis from them. And 2 skeins of yarn, and I can't find the other skein. I was going to start with that one, but oh well. Okay. What else? I wanted to say something else about this. I don't know what it was. So, okay. My last finished object is my Mermaid Slippers. This is Joe's Perfect Slipper Socks by Cozy Up Knits. I started these July 6th and finished them July 18th. I was trying to find, there's a side that looks better than the other, but okay. Here we go. So here are the slippers. Oh, there we go. I made these out of Suburban Stitcher, Merino DK in the Under the Sea colorway. This matches my current favorite bag because it matches the yarn. It has a whale on it. Look at that. Okay, now look at that. Isn't that cute? It has all the little blips of the colors in there. I've been watching people match their bags to their projects, and I've never been like that because either I have too many projects or not enough bags. But I thought that was fun. This yarn is not, it's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Okay, I'm proud of this one because, see, okay, can I show you this? This detailing on the top, this stitch pattern, I've made one sock, I've made one slipper for me with it, and I did not enjoy making this ribbing at all. I mean, this pattern at all. No, I love the pattern. I did not love the detail. And so then I've made several more, 3 more, 4 more, without, just doing plain stockinette here. Because I could not read the pattern. I never knew what row I was on. It's like a 2-row repeat, and I never could figure it out. But then I decided I need to grow and get better. So I'm gonna try it. And this was my first slipper. Okay, so I will say on these slippers, they have a triangle gusset decrease, and I have not understood that gusset decrease ever. I've just kind of prayed and winged it. All of the ones I've made like 5 of these slippers. And then on the second slipper of this one, I finally did understand perfectly. Okay, so I wanted to show you. Okay. The bad thing, I guess, okay, I told you I wasn't supposed to show mistakes, but you know what you're here for. Okay. You can see, I think, like where, I mean, these aren't blocked, but you can see where the stitches are different sizes a little bit, where I lost concentration right there. That's the first sock. But overall, I was really pleased with how even everything looked and how well I followed the pattern. Well, then the second slipper, I got lost on the pattern, And when I realized I was lost, I was too far up and I didn't want to go back. Can you see where I switched the rows a little bit? Right there. So who is that stained glass artist that says that you always want to put, is it the Amish? But you always want to put a mistake in your work because you don't want to be like God. No one's perfect. So there's my mistake. But these are a gift. So I don't know. She'll appreciate these. I made these for a size 8. Oh, I have a little bump in the toe too. For a size 8, and they just look tiny. I hope they fit the intended recipient. I asked her, I don't think she watches this, but I asked her what her shoe size was like a couple of years ago, and she was like, what? But now I can't find where I put that information, and so I've just been staring at her feet when I see her to absorb. So hopefully these will fit, but I wear a size 10, and I can put these on my feet with some difficulty, so I think it'll work. I'm really pleased with these. And I really enjoyed, these are all, like, if it had a little bit more green in there, all my colors. Okay, so those are all my finished objects. I'm so proud. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have been working on, what is, oh, okay. On July 19th, I started, well, it wasn't on July, like, I decided my next sock was going to be out of this Felici Santorini colorway. I was going to make Summer Lee's Cozy Comfort Socks, I think is what they're called. Had some ribbing on the foot. It was, I bought her book. I've never knit anything out of that book. And I thought, with the pause for drinking coffee, that I need to try some harder things, like challenge myself. I don't want to get into a rut or anything. So I made it, I was a third of the way through the foot, so I finished the cuff. It was a cuff down sock. I was making a shorty sock. I made the cuff, I did the heel, third of the way through the foot, and it's huge. Okay, I didn't gauge swatch. That's my fault. That's not the designer's fault. I didn't gauge swatch because I don't really understand how to gauge swatch. That's my problem. Anyway, that's something for another day. And I was making, she has huge sizes. So her XL, my son, it was for my son who loves these colors, and he wears a size 13 shoe. And so I was doing the XL size. Well, you cast on 80 stitches. It was just too big. And I was like, I should go through with it. I never got him to try it on, but I put it on my foot and I was like, this is gonna be too big. So I ripped it out, which is why my skein looks like this. And now I've started, I'm almost done with the little cuff on the Rose City rollers, which I'm making again. I don't know if he will enjoy Rose City rollers. Those are small socks, but I like making those. I don't care. Okay, is there anything else you need to know about this? No, the Rose City rollers are by Mara Catherine Bryner, and that's a good pattern. I want to do them. The only problem is I have the heel flap and gusset, and while I do think that fits really good, I don't enjoy making that. I really like this short row. I don't know what kind of heel this is, but it's a short row heel. And I really like that, except it does make holes on the side. But they don't bother me, so. All right, so that is that. Put that away. Okay, my next thing I've been working on is my Crocheted Jelly Roll Blanket by K.F. Jones. I showed this last time, and I've added in, I finished the color I was working on, and I've added in another color. So I was here last time, and I got all this done. And then I started this color, which I think is, I made slippers for my husband out of this. I think this was a colorway that Crazy Sock Lady had when she was doing, many years ago, when she was doing a summer sock camp. But here is there's the current skein I'm working on. It's kind of weird because it has black and brown in there. So that's kind of weird. Let me move my marker. I haven't worked on this very much, but it's pretty good. Not really wanting to pay attention to TV watching. So I've done 3 strips. Well, 2 strips. And I'm working on the 3rd. So let me see. For my finished objects, I had a crochet object and 2 knitted. And then for my works in progress, I have 2 knitting and 2 crochet. I'm not purposely trying to pick crochet and knitting, but I think it's fun, especially since I like them both. Well, I like crochet better, but I've been doing a lot of knitting, so maybe I just like them equal now. And this is in my Happy Little Yarns bag by Amy, and she watched my podcast and then commented that she loves seeing her bag, which I just found that out this morning. So I was extra thrilled. So cool. All right, my last, is this my last one? No. Okay, I'm also working on a classic ribbed hat. I started this on July 17th. This is, oh, I already talked about the classic ribbed hat, but this is Hypnotic Yarns Plush DK in the Frosty Fox colorway. I showed this colorway a few episodes ago because I was working on slippers. This was the whole I can't do math debacle where I thought I was working on slippers. I wanted to make a worsted weight slipper holding DK weight yarn double. So I took my skein, I divided it into 2 balls. I was happily working away and I realized I was gonna be out of yarn and I hadn't finished the first slipper because, 9 o'clock, because this pattern called for 210 yards of worsted weight, and I had a 245 yard skein of DK that I divided into half. I just what? Okay, so here's my little jellyfish stitch marker from Adorn Knits. This is one of the Downseller Studio Splashpad Party exclusive items that I bought. Oh, this colorway is so beautiful. I'm making this for my other brother. I should tell them that's how I'm referring to them. And this yarn, I love Hypnotic yarn. It's so squishy. I'm so sad I'm not subscribed to it, but right now that I have too much yarn, I need a break. Oh, that's so good. Okay. This is in a bag by, who's this by? I thought the name was on here. Hold on, I will figure it out. Prairie Bagworks Designs. I got this a long time ago and it's so cute. It has a little tape measure sewn in. So all right, and then my last thing in an Adorn Knits bag, my Pigskin Party 2025 bag, is my Wanderlust Ruana by Anastasia R. Smith. I started this on my birthday. I haven't gotten very far, but I want to work on it more, and so I thought I'd show it up here. Okay, so this is where did I start? Because the start. I haven't gone very far at all. Okay, I could do this. You could do this, Susie. A happy birthday marker. Hypnotic yarn. So I think this is going to be beautiful. I'm making this out of Comfy Cotton Blend Line Brand yarn in the colorway Whipped Cream. So I haven't gotten very far. I do not enjoy making the bobble stitches. So that kind of threw me off. And then the cotton is splitty. I'm using a Purl's hook, which maybe is not the right one for this, but I really love these hooks. They don't make them anymore. These have gold and they just slip through, except when you're going through cotton. So I don't know, I'm just like, spark, can you see the sparkle? So my husband got me these and I like the feel of them, so. But it could be I need to switch another hook, but I'm not going to right now, especially because I don't have, what size is this? G, H. I don't have another H. Oh, I don't have another H right now. I found one, but I think I left it in that project pack. Okay. That was a lot. But I want to tell you what I've been up to. Okay, so my podcast the episode last week, well, it came out 10 days ago now. It came at the wrong time because we went, my family, my 3 kids, my husband and I went to Crocheted Casino in Louisiana. We thought it was going to be a great place for our family to go. And it was nice. We stayed in, I don't remember the name of the hotel that we stayed in, but it was attached to the casino. There are 2 hotels attached to that casino. What we did not know is my daughter is turning 20. In Oklahoma, you can be 18 and gamble and have access to the floor. But in Louisiana, you have to be 21. And we didn't find that out until like a couple days before we left. So we thought it'd be okay because we're going to be at a hotel and she could just do hotel things. Well, you have to walk around with someone who's 21 and over. So you can't go to a restaurant unless you're with somebody. You can't, like, the only place you can go is the front lobby, and there's nothing to do in the front lobby. There was a Starbucks, so you could do that. So she was, I had to worry about taking care of my husband a little bit because he has some health concerns. And then I had to worry about keeping my daughter entertained. And then my middle son is kind of on the cranky side and he works nights. And so he was just tired all the time. And the casino was not as giving of money. So he wasn't winning. I mean, we didn't do anything outrageous. We did end up in the negative, but not by much. It was acceptable losses, I think. My husband had a great time. Like, once he got to the poker room, he was fantastic. My oldest son is very easygoing and can entertain himself, and so he was fine. He had some work that he likes doing on his computer when he was in the hotel room, and then he would go down and gamble, play the slot machines. He was fine. The swimming pool looks amazing online, but it is for little kids. The water was 3 feet deep. My family is tall, my daughter. That was one of the things we were gonna do. So we got there on a Wednesday. When we got there, we ate. And that was like it. We went to just one of their restaurants. I didn't think the restaurant was that hot, like that great. I had a burger. It wasn't very good. So I was already like, oh, stressed out about this, and now the food's not good. But I had made plans with my daughter. We were going to go thrifting and swimming. Like, those are the things we were going to do. And she was all excited about that. That was plenty for her. And then when we were walking around the casino, there was a noodle restaurant that she really likes Asian food. So we were going to go there, and she was very excited about that. So Thursday was good in that respect. I made sure my husband was taken care of. And then Sarah and I took off. We went, did we go swimming first? No, we went swimming second. So we went to 6 thrift stores, like an hour out of Crocheted. Is that the town is Kinder. The town is Kinder. So we went out of town. We hit 6 thrift stores, so that was fun. We got a drink from Sonic. That was nice. We came back. We were going to go swimming. We did go swimming. The lazy river. I could sit in a lazy river. I float. I did not sink. With my natural buoyancy, and the water like came up to my chest when I was sitting. My daughter is taller than I am by like so many inches. So she said there was no part of her body that wasn't scraping the bottom when she went around. So she went around the lazy river once. That's what we were planning on doing, is lazy river. Went around the lazy river once, and then I went around 2 more times, and then we called it quits. That she was a little cranky about that. So then we went back to the hotel, and we got a shower and rested a little bit, and then we went to, with my oldest son, we went to the noodle restaurant. That food was amazing, so that was really good. It made them really happy. My youngest son didn't want to go there because he doesn't like Asian food, and my husband didn't want to go there. So then after we did that, we went to, are you getting bored by this? Maybe I should stop talking, but I'm not going to. We went to a restaurant so my husband and my son could eat, and we had dessert. And then the next day we pretty much just packed up and came home. It was okay. I'm really glad we went. But, and the breakfasts were really good. We went to the same restaurant where I had that dinner that wasn't good. They had amazing breakfast, so that was nice. It just wasn't what I had envisioned. And my sister said, the problem is you're having to caretake for so many people that you're not getting to relax. And that makes sense to me. So now we're trying to plan, it's the middle of July, people. We're trying to plan a trip to the beach. This is not the time to go to the beach, to find a place to stay. And I have to find something with handicap access. I have to find something that's on the beach or close to things where my kids can just walk and go to. My oldest son cannot go. And my younger two need entertainment or places they can go and find their own entertainment. And then my husband and I really want a balcony facing the ocean or the water. And we want, beach access. That's really hard to plan so late in the year. But we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Okay, enough of that. Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing the Odyssey. We're going to go see the Odyssey with my family with some of my family on Friday. And have you seen it? It's supposed to be really good. Probably a lot of fighting, but that's okay. I love mythology, so I think it'll be good. And my son is going, my middle son, who doesn't ever do anything because he's cranky, because he read the book in school. So way to go, teachers. Get those kids reading. I hope you can battle through all of the weird recommendations from the state so that your kids can still read quality material. Okay, we're also looking forward to seeing Hadestown. Hadestown is a musical about Orpheus in the underworld. And it is showing in theaters for 1 week only. So the week of the 24th. So we're going to see it's the week of the 24th or the week of the 27th. I don't know. Check. Just go look up Hadestown in theaters and you'll be able to find it. But so we're gonna go see that, and I'm very excited about that. My daughter's going to that one. She's very excited. We love musicals, so that's gonna be fun. Okay, reading and watching. Been watching The Bear. I'm late to the game. I started season 2. It is the perfect thing to watch while you're exercising because those minutes fly by. You don't even know what's going on. I really like it. I'm the only one watching it. Nobody else wants to watch it, but it's really good. I am reading Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinneman. I'm reading this physical book that I bought when I went out with my brother and his family. We went to a Harry Potter themed bookstore called The Word and Worm. I don't know, I put it on the screen. I don't know what it's called, but it was fun. We had a great time. And I have heard about this book and I thought, okay, I'm just going to go buy it. So let me read you a little blurb from it. The apocalypse will be televised. You know what's worse than breaking up with your girlfriend? Being stuck with her prize-winning show cat. And you know what's worse than that? An alien invasion, the destruction of all man-made structures on Earth, and the systematic exploitation of all the survivors for a sadistic intergalactic game show. That's what. Join Coast Guard vet Carl and his ex-girlfriend's cat, Princess Donut, as they try to survive the end of the world, or just get to the next level in a video game-like trap-filled fantasy dungeon. A dungeon that's actually the set of a reality television show with countless viewers across the galaxy. Exploding goblins, magical potions, deadly drug-dealing llamas. This ain't your ordinary game show. Welcome, Crawler. Welcome to the dungeon. Survival is optional. Keeping the viewers entertained is not. So it's like your own personal video game happening in real life with all the text you would get in a video game popping up in front of you. And it is pretty gory. There's no real romance. There's no romance. But if you like video games, it's a good book. Will I read the others in the series? There's 8. The 8th one just came out in May. I don't think so. But just because it's not my sort of thing. But people love this book, and it's well written, and I can see why. So I think you should read, if you're at all into gaming, I think you should read one and then make your decision. I don't know. I'm pretty entertained. And then I'm listening to A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. I've been trying to read all of her books in the Crescent City. I haven't started I read them all. I read them already. Not the Assassin books, but okay, so she has an Assassin series. I've read 3 of those so far. I think there's 7 in that one. So that's what I need to be hustling on that more. A Court of Thorns and Roses series, which I'm on the 5th book for that, the last book for that. I've read all those twice before. And then the Crescent City series, which I've read once before, but I haven't started that for this read-along because in October, book 6 of the ACOTAR books, A Court of Thorns and Roses, comes out, and then in December or January, I can't remember, book 7 comes out. And so a bunch of people have decided they're gonna read through all these books, and I'm like loosely joining in. But I've slowed down a little bit. I don't listen to audiobooks as much as I would like, because if I'm at home and the family's up, people get really irritated when you're not paying attention to them because you're listening to a book. So usually I listen in the car when I'm by myself, and I'm never by myself. So I'm going to work on that though. And then what was my other problem? I don't know. The Assassin books are not my favorite. They're well written. I just am not getting into it as much. So I'm hoping as I continue, I'll get a little bit more into it. But I just needed a break from that. But I need to pick it back up because October's coming. It's a lot of books left. I'm a fast reader, but if I'm not inspired, My husband and I did our own Christmas in July. We picked one day where we stayed in our pajamas the whole day, and we watched Christmas movies because they're playing on Hallmark, and I made some cookies, and that was really the extent of our Christmas in July. But just the thought of having that was really good, like a theme day. That was fun, and I think he liked it a lot. I'm trying to find things for him to do because he doesn't have anything that he likes to do except watch TV and gamble. We can't be doing that gambling. And then I told him now we need to do Summerween and do ghosty things and watch. We've not watched the second season of Wednesday, and so I want to watch that. And is the third season already out? I don't know, but we need to catch up on that. So my Summerween, but truthfully, the only reason I had it today is because I didn't have another big mug. I wanted a big mug. So I stole my daughter's. I listened to The Happiness Lab, which is a podcast by Dr. Lori Santos, and the episode, I'm a couple episodes behind, but the episode was, I have some notes, entitled What We Still Get Wrong About Happiness. I thought this was really interesting. It talks about what were the things I thought were interesting? There's a study, smartphones reduces smiles between strangers, and there's a study that shows that if you have your smartphone, if you're holding it, if it's out on a table, you don't smile. Like there's 33% less smiling or something like that. I thought that was interesting. That the thing that people need is instead of wealth, like wealth makes you happier until you're making about $75,000 a year, I think is what she said. But then after that, more wealth doesn't make you happier. So she was pushing for, raising the average income of everybody by taking away or taxing the rich people more, because it would not make them less happy, but it would make poorer people more happy. So I thought that was really interesting. She talked about this posture that people have when they're on their phones called the cashew, where you're hunched over your phone, and that is been shown to make people have more anxiety, causes more anxiety and depression. Like your posture, it's like fake it till you make it, and your posture can help you feel better about yourself. But when you're in this like flight mode of being hunched over your phone, that makes you more unhappy. I thought that was interesting. Talked about how people in the workplace, you have to have a work best friend to be happy. I completely know that is true. Was there anything else? Oh, and then talking about social media and kids, and I forget that, I don't know the statistics, but they said that like 90% of 13-year-olds will have an AI boyfriend or girlfriend. What? I mean, maybe not like a crush, not like I'm dating an AI person, but it's staggering. That's terrifying. It's sad. So anyway, if you haven't listened to Happiness Lab, I really think you should, except have your hand ready to fast forward through all the commercials, because there are a ton of commercials. But you can always tell that there are commercials because she speaks higher in the commercials. So I just do my 10-minute or 10-second fast forward, and that works for me. Okay. All right, I rambled. But I enjoyed talking to you. Enjoyed the ramble. I hope you're having a great day. I hope this podcast uploads quicker than the last one. I kept uploading and uploading and uploading, like all through our little vacation. Oh, that's what I started to tell you. I started it right before, like the day before. It was supposed to go out the morning that we left for our vacation, the last episode, and it just was uploading, because I just do it on my phone, and it finally, on the last day of vacation, I just turned it off. It said, okay, stop uploading, and then did it when I came back, which is why it came out on a weird day. But I need to, my goal is to be steadier. My ideal goal would be every Wednesday, but my current thing right now is going to be every other Wednesday, because, you know, life. And do you really need to hear from me every week? I don't think so. I mean, maybe, because it's me. Okay, anyway, I hope you're having a great week and doing lots of crafting and finding things that interest you. And I'll talk to you later.
Okay, I forgot to show one more thing. I won a prize from the Splashpad Party. You can get participation prizes. I won a participation prize, and I won $50 gift card from Yarnaceous Fibers. So I selected this Salta Fingering Ghost Story Tonal Set. 85% superwash merino wool and 15% nylon. Isn't that fun? I'm hoping to make Halloween socks with the doodle pattern or a stone knits pattern. So thanks to Yarnaceous Fibers. Thanks, Boss and Jen. I'm so excited.